Module 6, Time and Life Management. Time management is considered one of the most important and effective strategies for managing stress. Time management is about taking action at the right time. It includes learning about some tools and techniques that can reduce your stress by gaining control over how you use your time. Time is the occurrence of events in sequence, one after another. Management is the art or manner of controlling. Time management is the art or manner of controlling the sequence of events in our lives. Relationship between time and stress. Stress levels are directly related to how much control we feel over events and situations in our life. Gaining some control over how we use our time is crucial to managing stress. It has been observed that time management training has a positive impact on employees' mental health. Gender. Women and men rate themselves differently in terms of time management and stress levels. Women rate their time management skills more highly than men, but are also more likely to report feeling overwhelmed. On the other hand, men are more likely to participate in stress buffering activities and report lower levels of stress. Children. In a Kids Health poll, 882 children ages 9 to 13 were surveyed to check their time management and stress. It was observed that 41% of children reported feeling stressed most of the time or always because they have too much to do, while 77% wish they had more free time. Planning for control. Planning is the act of bringing future events into the present so appropriate control can be applied. Pareto's Law. According to this law, in many activities, 80% of the potential value can be achieved from just 20% of the effort. One can spend the remaining 80% of effort for relatively little return. Societies are based on two types of time. 1. Monochromic time, or M time. 2. Polychronic time, or P time. M-time societies view time as linear and consider time as a commodity. European American culture is most likely based on monochromic time. On the other hand, P-time cultures tend to be cyclical, unscheduled, and view time as a natural rhythm in which several things can happen at once. Methods of time management. The most common methods of time management include ABC 123 prioritized planning. It involves preparing a list of everything you want to accomplish today. Always give a value to each item on the list. Must be done, should be done, has little importance. In this list, tasks are arranged by priority in the eyes of the preparer of the list. Time management is stress management. It was researched that groups that receive time management training report significant differences in perceived stress, sense of well-being, and perceived control of time. Quadrant Planning. It involves long-term planning. Always follow the rule, first things first, and put the most important things first. Step 1, Quadrant 2 questions. Step 2, identify roles. Step 3, sharpen the saw. Step 4, evaluate, how did I do? Life balance. Always promotes a balance of purposeful planning and a healthy mix of going with the flow. People rank their priorities in order as family, personal character, work or career. Other interests include recreation and TV. However, people actually spend their time in order on other interests include recreation and TV, work or career, personal character, family. Anti-planning is refusing to intentionally plan time. For example, if a person is firm about having a family but flexible about when, the person is demonstrating this principle. Serendipity is a quality that, through good fortune, allows a person to discover something good while seeking something else. Keys to serendipity. We need to be working towards something. We need to be aware, to be alert, to be observing things. Procrastination is the avoidance of doing a task that needs to be accomplished. Overcoming procrastination methods include: avoid cramming. Distributed studying is more effective. Manage your time, zappers. In general, people view television on average for 4.3 hours per day. Similarly, college-age students report watching television on average of 3.3 hours per day. Work hardest during your best times of the day. Keep an activity log. Try delegating tasks appropriately. Establish levels of acceptable perfection. Do the most difficult or most unpleasant tasks first. Use wasted time. Enjoy the process, reward yourself, let some things go undone. Digital time and life management. Many time and life management apps are available, including Wunderlist, Workflowy, Trello, Evernote, Dropbox, In Class. Money is a leading source of stress, even in college students. Financial problems rank with poor grades as the major reason for dropping out of college. According to a national survey, 47% of respondents currently feel more stress than they did 6 months ago. Finances are the most common source of stress, and younger people are more stressed than older people. To cope with this type of stress, an individual can focus on the following strategies: exercise, breathing and meditation, vacations. Understanding money management can help you a lot to deal with the financial crisis. Tip: look at where you are now and then evaluate how you got there. Track every penny you spend for a week. According to the Financial Planning Association, the 3 most valuable steps people can take to improve their financial lives are: 1. Establishing goals. 2. Paying yourself first. 3. Sticking to a budget. Consider your thoughts and emotions that are linked to money. Budget is a plan you develop to manage your money to have what is most important to you and accomplish your financial goals is called a budget. Tip: write your financial goals and develop a plan to reach them. Set SMART goals, i.e., specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-based. Always understand the nature of expenditures. Some expenditures are fixed, for example, tuition, rent, and car payments. Others are flexible. Budgets can help manage this flexible expenditure. Developing a cash flow plan involves calculating the difference between income and expenditures. Money management is important in making informed choices when it comes to balancing income and expenditures. Doodads are small but steady expenses that can drain away cash, for example, coffee shop coffees, cigarettes, ATM fees, etc. Strategies for saving include: eliminate a doodad and put the money into savings. Pay yourself first and put a portion of each paycheck into savings. Save up loose change and deposit it. Save your tax refund. Save 1 hour per day of your income. Financial advisors estimate that we would spend about 20% less by switching to cash-only payments. Tips for managing credit include: use credit cards only for emergencies or carefully planned in-advance purchases. Pay off your balance every month. If you cannot pay off your balance, pay more than the minimum. Remember, credit is a debt, not an income supplement. Using a debit card rather than a credit card can help promote financial responsibility. Learn to defer gratification. Be aware that student credit card offers may not be a good deal. Try to get a lower interest rate. Job stress is estimated to cost American companies more than $300 billion a year. Strategies to prevent job stress include: meet with your manager at least once a year to talk about your job and performance. Get organized and keep track of your projects and deadlines. Don't put things off. Learn to say no. Good habits on the job include: focus, concentrate, delegate, unplug, be realistic, reward yourself, schedule time for fun, practice breathing and relaxation techniques. Setting goals to reduce stress. Identify what causes you stress. Think about why you want to reduce stress. Set a goal that involves reducing your stress. Think about what might get in the way of your goal and how you would overcome it. Get support from others. Can money make you happy? According to research, happiness tends to increase as income rises to a point where basic needs are met. Once your basic needs are met, additional income does little to raise your sense of satisfaction with life. Affluenza is a slang term for a disease-like epidemic that is causing our society to have more and more material possessions and to spend money we don't have, leading to more debt. For example, a person may already have a reliable vehicle but feel distress when his friend buys a new fancier car. This is an example of reference anxiety. People judge their possessions in comparison with others, not based on what they need. In nations with high levels of income equality, well-being is reported to be higher than in nations with unequal wealth distribution. International survey of college students in the mid-1900s compared national differences in positivity or positive feelings and subjective well-being. Relatively poor locales had the highest level of cheerfulness. This would be surprising to some who equate money and material possessions with high spirits. The most important financial principle is contentment. Fun can be bought, happiness cannot. Stuff does not equal contentment.